But yeah, let's try get another recording for YouTube. It's pretty hard to find an account to play with subs on that's like lobby enough. No flame, it's just fact. It's just tough to find a good account for it. But yeah, people think that, you know, it's easy to get like newbie accounts, but right now newbie accounts are like super expensive and hard to actually get a proper account. Riot's actually done a decent job of hiding the newbies from the good players, and the newbies hide themselves even more. People that say, oh, like that complain about people smurfing or whatever, unless you're like playing in a silver, bronze like account with like 100 something games on it, it's pretty hard to get like a proper smurf account now, at least in my opinion. I don't know if I should take exhaust or not in this lane. I think I'll just go ignite. Lux is pretty squishy, MF's pretty squishy, and we know that's what we're facing. I don't mind it. Hopefully this Jinx, because I already tried to do one of these commentaries today, and my last Jinx just wasn't even like autoing people. We just, as soon as a trade happened, he would just walk away instead of autoing back. So yeah, let's try to make this a win. I'm gonna try to commentate everything I do. Last game in the first test of the day, we got PP slapped by the enemy team. Lots of high tempo players, and I had a lot of very, very slow, peaceful players. I noticed that happens a lot with Victor in low elo. I don't know what it is, but Victor's just kind of sit in lane and like slow lose and never make a stand. Historically, I don't like Jinx as an AD carry just because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like bad players play a mobile champions. Like, mobile champions are historically bad, but it doesn't help that bad players play them very often. And Jinx just isn't in a good spot right now. But that's okay. Yeah, I mean, normally I'd be like, don't share accounts, but nowadays, as a content creator, with how Riot's just been so passive with handling ranked and taking care of their systems and like encouraging people to actually play like high elo, for example, I've just been like, dude, do whatever. Boost, buy accounts, share accounts, I don't give a fuck. They've just done such a bad job with it. All right, Shyvana started on our side, so we can't do Tribe Rush Cheese. That's fine. Looks like the enemy team started there as well. I don't expect Olaf doing like a level 3 gank. Get away from the Lux damage. Kind of wiggle around these brushes. Yes, that's why. That's whatever trade. It's not great. See how Jinx is standing so far back? That's the type of stuff I can't stand. I can't stand that. Like, we always want to leverage our positioning, and like, what if I hit a stun? There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I finally got an 80 carry that auto attacks. He was very peaceful, but he figured it out. And yeah, I'm taking that because we both know I'm the one that's going to have to walk up here and do anything. So on level 2, we aggressed the Lux, we dodged the Q, and then played really aggro into him after Lux missed the Q. We're going to give Jinx some of our health back. She should have waited for the health pack to actually grow first, but whatever. I'm gonna linger around for a little XP. Okay, cool. At this point, I'm gonna get some more mana from our meeps. Is there a quick roam to mid here? Might be. Let's just get him to waste cooldowns. Perfect. Put some pressure on the mid. So we trade the mid out, and then we're gonna reset. I'm gonna go get a pink ward, heal up a little bit, get some mana back. You can also do something. I'm not doing it on this account, but you can do a key, like basically you can do shift to do the indicators. So with like bar tunnel and stuff, I haven't set it on this, but you could basically just like hold shift and E and then press E, and then you can look and see where the tunnel's gonna go. If I was like super smurfing with Bard and like really grinding it, that's what I would do. All right, so Jinx did a good job just kind of chilling. The wave was in a decent spot to do that roam. Give him a health pack behind tower. Big wave, we don't want to fuck with them on this big wave. We're chilling. Just a little back and forth because I have the HP to play with. Oh, bad auto by me. Sorry, buddy. I'm thinking about flashing. I know Lux doesn't have flash. Oh, we're getting counter ganked bad. Damn, that's super unlucky. Big counter gank there. I guess pushing around mid early didn't really accomplish much now, did it? We have Gentle Fizz. Gentle Fizz is allowing TP roams with a lane that he got prio in. Interesting. Okay. We're just gonna have to wait. That Olaf was not having it, dude. He was hiding around the corner. They had a TP multi-man bot lane. Let's see if this Fizz wants to battle. Oh, I love when people don't try to use abilities. It's very nice. I'm gonna just leech the XP here for now. Just for a second. We're not trying to push the lane, by the way, like some assholes. We're just literally trying to leech it. Okay, the Lissandra doesn't have ult. This is good timing to go for this. Perfect. Nice. Perfect. These little aggro roams are really, really nice in solo queue because most players, at least in my experience, notice how the support isn't even walking up to try to zone our Jinx. I feel like support players on average are the worst players in the game. And I don't say this to be mean. I just say this to be realistic. On average, the support player is worse than everybody else in the game, like every other role. And so you can do things just like run around the map and the support won't even walk up and try to zone anybody off a farm or do anything. They're just so passive. I mean, to be fair, sometimes these AD carries do the same thing. Watching him pick up those health packs without letting them grow is pretty painful. I also have a belief that if you identify that your AD carry is just unsalvageable, it's generally decent. Okay. The Jinx pinged it. I like it. I can work off of pings. I can definitely work off of pings. Ooh, nice rocket. Hey, the AD carry, pinging stuff, doing stuff, makes me happy, buddy. Yeah, we walk this in. Especially with red buff. Okay. Take this. Perfect. I'm gonna get my Mobies now and get my gold onto the map. Uh-oh, Jinx. We'll go with this. Redemption rush is always a nice rush. Let's see. What can I do? What can I do? I've got ult in 15. I can fake that I'm gonna gank them. Law. Law. That little bluff definitely stopped them from sieging. We'll clear this vision. Should have went to sweeper actually by now. What are you gonna do? I'm barred, dude. I own these streets. Let's pressure mid real quick. There's a little downtime. Just a little downtime. Ooh, you're walking into things, buddy. I'm surprised MF didn't ult there. Did she not have it? Like, I thought for sure Jinx was about to get MF ulted. Maybe saving it for next game. There you go. Awesome. So I'm diving there because Miss Fortune walked next to tower. And because she walked next to tower, that's when I decided to make that play. I was kind of just hovering the tower to see if she would actually be dumb enough to walk next to it. It's Dwight Schrute, boys. Man, I'm down to keep the pressure on. Cool. You notice how often you have to, like, it's almost like you have to, like, will people into fighting. If you're gonna if you're gonna walk to a lane and show up, you better be willing to scrap, you know? See that? Be willing to fight. Be willing to try things. Do I play support all the time? No, not forever. Only occasionally on stream. But the only way you're gonna actually learn those limits is to go for the plays, you know? You're never gonna, like, when I'm on stream, a lot of the time I'm just having fun. Like, I don't know if shit's gonna work. It's all just experiments. And that's why, like, a lot of my ideas work out a little bit more than other people's, is because I'm not really afraid to actually challenge and do things. Not afraid to make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time on stream. Nice one. Yeah, this guy's out of line. He's dead. Perfect. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here, buddy. We gotta get the heck out of here. This is very risky to go for this. I'm surprised that Lissandra never came down. That's why I didn't want to go for Dragon. It's because Lissandra only had to path down. She had TP. I don't know when she used it last, but it would have made total sense for her to step down. All right. We're rocking. We're getting the Bard commentary we wanted. We got a Fed 80 carry. We got a Fed Bard. We got a Fed Shyvana. Singe doing decent. He's behind NEACE now. We might actually have to deal with the NEACE problem all game. We'll see. He's chasing deep. I was going under. If it needed to happen, it was gonna happen. You got a real human Jinx this game. Yeah, the last one was pretty bad, wasn't it? Oh, that was a bad Q by me. Nice. Yeah, we got a giant Jinx this game. I'm glad you don't like clearing waves. The MF has ult, I'm pretty sure, and is choosing not to use it. The classic, I'm just going to watch the game end and not use my ability strategy. Why wouldn't you take the tunnel? Wow, I'm playing bad. That's okay though, I think we still win this. Oh, no, not anymore, we don't. I wish you would have just taken the tunnel instead of walking the route that encourages the absolute most throws. I guess this was the guy that was picking up the health kits before they were fully grown though. So he's probably not all there mentally. What's happening in mid? They can't really kill him, thankfully. He's pretty beef. Nice. Do you notice support, like, I feel like the biggest problem with support players is they're just not willing to, like, the amount of supports that I see, even in, like, high diamond, that are just kind of, like, passive coin flippers, is far too high. And I think it just goes to show you, like I was saying at the beginning of this, the average support player is just not very good. And if you do want to get elo, and you are somebody that's more of a carry player, playing something like Bard and getting a little bit more aggro with fighting and skirmishing can actually be quite a good thing. Dude, take the tunnel. Okay. Look at that counter. Oh, ult away, noob. I just did you a solid. We're out. We're out, buddy. I got you. I got you, buddy. Wow. He came all the way around, huh? I deserve it for not flashing. I should have known that the world's highest IQ, Olaf, would have saved his ult for that entire siege and then decided to chase a Bard around. Damn, I didn't get the assist with my redemption. That's what I was looking for there. We have 17 KP right now, and we've given all that gold to our team. Look at that. Boom, boop, 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 boop. Jinx, I don't know, buddy. When you're alone, you're not that powerful. I'm coming. Let me take care of you, bud. Let me inflate your gentle ego even more. Well, nothing I can do if they're gonna do that. Oh! I should have known! I think my ult was bad. My ult actually did more harm than good there. I thought that I was gonna ult over the Lissandra ult was my thought process, and then she didn't ult for some reason. She decided to wait. It was pretty interesting that the Fizz and the Singe both decided to kind of troll in that situation and not even really walk up. Looks like they're gonna probably win. Do they not have MR? Oh, they do. Yeah, they just kind of ran it down. Fizz is pretty big now, I guess, from side laning. Singe's pretty big too. All that chickens farming is paying off. Eating his chickens is McNuggets. That's why I play Leona when I get autofill. I'd rather do something in support than if I int a couple times, I have to dial it back for the rest of the game. Yeah, that's a good point. I love how my Jinx is just actively avoiding getting all these kills. Oh, Jinx. You're just showing your reasoning for being the ELO that you are right now. If you would have just rotated when you were pinged 19 times, life would be radically different for you right now. So frustrating. I was trying to flash and Q right here on this wall. You know, there's definitely one thing that I've noticed too from doing a lot of coaching. It's that as the game drags out, people's IQ drop at like an exponential rate in League of Legends. And I think it's just because there's so many options. Like, League is easy when you're in a lane and you just have to stare at minions, right? And like auto back and forth. But after that lane phase ends, you can tell how many of these people never played a strategy game in their life. In that spot, I pinged that flank at least 20 times in advance, set it up, ulted everybody, like kited it out with redemption, and basically force-fed a favorable situation to anybody that moved over there. And all it took was Jinx to go, no, I'm not gonna move. And then that totally makes the situation way sketchier than it needed to be. The game was over. It's just a matter of whether or not they want to rotate over and end the game. So we get this, we should all reset. Oh, we are very out of line. Ult away. I'm not exactly sure why you would tank so much damage before ulting away. Oh, we're so dead. Better us than them, I think. Better us than Jinx. As long as Jinx lives, she might not. Good flip away. That was very nice. E? Wow, he didn't have E still? Nice. I don't know where Jinx went. Hopefully that's not a DC for good. Because it gets kind of hard if we don't have sustained damage. Poor Bard can't really do that. Yeah, I was going to say probably is not DC'd for good. Just because he's doing decent. As long as his KDA is high, he's happy. It's kind of the low elo creed. If they have a lot of kills, they think they're the best. And also, let's face it, newbies aren't often in a good situation in League. So they're very excited when they have gold. I don't know how that's not a stun. I wish people would like rotate to stuff. It would be very, very cool. Interesting. Yeah, that guy's fucked. Or should be fucked. No one's really peeling for poor Jinx, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are very, very tunneled. Looks like they win anyways. Yeah. Looks like game. It got a little messy in the mid to late game, but it's mainly because people just don't know where to stand in low elo. They just don't know where to go. They don't know any better. Actually, I don't know if we end. Yeah, we do. If they're focused on towers, we end. Yeah. Nice. Well, there you go. Playing a little Bard support. Now, I feel like looking at this, our Jinx got really fed, and I think that's a common theme in low elo, but as the game wore on, you started seeing just like cracks in gameplay, just like everywhere, like not taking just simple Bard tunnels that would get kills, not paying attention to like where he needed to be, tunneling on things that don't make any sense. As a good rule of thumb, I know that I talk a lot about like split pushing and like coaching, especially for mids and tops, because I feel like it's really important to, once you get a lead, to duel people and to like put yourself in positions to battle people in the side lane. AD carries, there was a time where the Jinx was like hitting inhib in mid. Traditionally, like if you're strong and your team's fighting and you're ahead, as an AD carry, it's pretty much always a good play. If you're ahead and you're strong and your team's fighting, it's pretty much almost always a good play to follow the team fights, and to, because you're not, sure, you can like split to a certain degree, but at the same time you need to understand that if people just TP behind you, or fights end, or split pushers back and run out of base with home guards, you're just a sitting duck, basically. You're just a free bag of gold. But if you're with the team fight, you can just flush a team very quickly, and then you're gonna get the peel and the kills and the setups that you want. Basically, long story short, is I just find it to be like the AD carry is almost supporty in a way. If your team, if you've got something like a Bard or a Leona or a Blitzcrank or a Nautilus who's like set up play after play for you, as running around the map and paying like an idiot, you should just kind of like clear waves and do what that guy wants. Because 9 times out of 10, that's gonna be the best way to play AD carry. All right, if this goes on YouTube, love y'all. Peace. Crackers, gotta go.